The waiter placed the bill on the table with a discreet nod. Her friend snickered, probably expected me to reach for my wallet like I always did. But I didn't. I took a slow sip of my espresso, watching closely as a flicker of confusion crossed her face. My wife glanced down at her phone, tapping nervously. "Card declined," she muttered, eyes darting around the table, desperate and ashamed. I leaned back, casually wiping my mouth with a napkin, and whispered just loud enough for her to hear. "I told you, this trip is about me. We used to be real once, back when we had less money and more honesty, before the endless curated Instagram posts, before the Botox brunch crew, before she started calling me the ATM with legs." She thought I never heard that one. She was wrong. 10 years. 10 years of sleepless nights and ramen fuel hustle to build a startup from scratch. 10 years of pouring everything into a house she filled with white walls and cold, empty affection. A lifestyle so polished it gleamed, but love? I thought love was sacrifice. She thought love was leverage. The first real crack wasn't marked by shouting or tears. It was silence. A weekend trip, just the two of us, turned into a girl's getaway. When I asked about it, her answers came rehearsed cold. "This trip isn't about you," she said with a laugh that didn't touch her eyes. She booked 5-star dinners, tours, and expensive wine tastings, all on my card. I wasn't invited. Yet every flawless photo she posted screamed making memories, as if I wasn't the one paying for every hollow, staged moment. The signs came first as small betrayals. Uber rides I never took, jewelry charged in my account but worn by her friend in a story she thought I'd never see. She was careless, cocky, so I stopped reacting. That's how you win. You go still, quiet, watchful. I started cataloging everything, every transaction, every lie. Bank statements, screenshots, downloaded hotel receipts she forgot synced to the cloud. I quietly spoke to my lawyer, moved assets, froze joint accounts, set up digital alerts. She didn't notice. I was still the boring husband who worked too much. Perfect cover. When she planned a girl's retreat to Italy, naturally on my dime, I told her I'd be staying back for business. She kissed my cheek like I was her father handing over car keys. I smiled, packed quietly, and followed. Not in person, but digitally. Every hotel, every itinerary, every pattern I tracked. I waited for the moment to land. Day 3, Capri. Lunch at a cliffside restaurant I'd once dreamed of visiting with her. The bill arrived. Her card declined. She tried another. Declined again. She laughed it off, eyes beginning to glaze. She called the bank. Security freeze. Authorization revoked. I watched through a private VPN. The digital equivalent of leaning against a doorframe, arms folded. By the time they returned to the hotel, the room key didn't work. Payment default. The concierge was polite but firm. New policy. There they stood, stranded in designer sandals, sweating. I imagined her friend whispering, "Call your husband." She called. Of course. I didn't answer. She left a voice message, the panic seeping through her soft, sweet tone, the one she still thought would work. "Hey, babe, I think something's wrong with the card. Can you call the bank?" I forwarded it to my lawyer. Then I posted a single story. Just me, a whiskey glass in hand, with the caption, "Clarity tastes better than loyalty ever did." She flew home early, furious and alone. I was already gone. New apartment signed, locks changed. She arrived to an empty house. Furniture sold, art removed. The car title, in my name, gone too. She stormed into the lawyer's office like a wounded lioness, demanding answers. He slid the folder across the table. Bank statements, messages, photos, a screenshot of her laughing with a friend, my Rolex clearly visible on the other woman's wrist. He ended the meeting with one line. Everything you did was traceable. Everything he did was legal. Her last message to me wasn't an apology. It was 5 cold words. Asterisk, you made your point. Bravo. Asterisk. I never replied. People always imagine revenge is loud. Explosions, screaming, drama. But real revenge is silence. It's a smile over lunch while the world crumbles beneath your betrayer's feet. It's the elegance of precision, the art of timing, turning betrayal into exposure without ever raising your voice. I didn't need to scream. I just let gravity do the work. She built her tower on lies. I quietly pulled the foundation out from under her. Now she's a cautionary tale whispered over rose petals. And I finally took the trip alone. Same itinerary, same breathtaking views, but this time real memories paid for in peace.